Hello and welcome to From the Zoom Stand. I'm here with Greg from Glass Ankle. Hello, Greg. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing, Mike?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. At least lockdown's easing slowly, I guess.
Yeah, partial lockdown. Is it called now? I've no idea.
I don't
It's,
know.
it's a bit vague. It's a little bit
It's a little
vague.
vague, wasn't it? Yeah,
I'm staying in. That's for
yeah,
sure. I'm not risking it.
definitely. So just want to introduce a bit about Glass Ankle for those viewers who haven't heard of you before.
Yeah. So it's a songwriting project of mine, I suppose, which has been going about 10 years on and off now. There's 4 members of the band, and this year we were hoping to do a few more gigs because it's been a while. We've sort of done them sporadically over the last few years.
Right.
But yeah, it was this year was going to be a year to kind of get back on things and get some new songs out and stuff. So it's been quite good for that. I've been working on a new song, which hopefully will be out already to be released at the end of the month. But yeah, it's been going a while now, and
Yeah,
yeah, that's it really.
I think the easiest way to introduce the band is with a song. So what we're going to start with.
Okay. This is a newer one, which is hanging around. I've not finished recording it yet, but hopefully one day it will see the light of day. This is called All Away. Once again, I'm wishing it all away, just because it's the same old every day. In the morning, it's beautiful and bright for a second. The shadows coalesce, but what you say is okay. And your own self-prescribed helping away. And I know come dinner time, your sweet voice will chime with pounding heart, aching knee, to keep you mine. I'll try all I can not to let the panic cause you distress. When you hear I'll kiss your gorgeous head and speak of waves that we can catch and carve to the shore. If I only could fill our days with awe, maybe then the fear would shift from the fore as the evenings are starting to draw in. I search for comfort in another synonym, 'cause what you say is okay. And your own self-prescribed helping away. And I know there come the time your sweet voice will chime with pounding heart, aching need to keep you mine. Ooh, wishing it all away, wishing it all away, wishing it all away, wishing wishing it all away. Cheers.
That is first a track from Greg from Glass Ankle. So have you managed to still create anything during lockdown? Have you been working on new tracks or covers? Or...
Yeah. So I've been working on recording a new song, and that's coming along. But I don't know. I produce everything myself, and I do get bogged down with things. Like I'm a bit perfectionist, so as well as doing that, just to kind of have a bit of fun with music as well, I've been doing a few covers. And that's been really fun, just kind of putting my own spin on things and uploading videos, kind of getting into posting on Instagram, because it's not really something that I've done much of in the past.
Right.
But yeah, I thought I'd just, while I'm in lockdown, just kind of go for it. Why not kind of create some different content? And it's been really fun. And I've got, as well as the new track, there's a couple of more videos that are sort of in the works. One with my friend Daisy, and one with the rest of the band as well. We're all kind of recording our own bits. Again, it's going to be a cover, but yeah, we're putting our own kind of take on it. And hopefully, when everybody's recorded the parts, we'll get that out as well. So lots going on.
Wow, busy. So when you're producing your own music, I guess it's quite difficult to be objective with it all, because you're quite close to it.
Yeah, definitely. I've suffered from that too many times in the past. It kind of holds me back in a way, being honest. But I don't know. I think the pros are I can kind of get everything sounding like I want it to, and I do enjoy that process as well. It's just it's kind of, you can get too close, definitely. And there's only one time actually that I recorded with someone else. A label came along, a little label, and offered me the opportunity to record a single, and that was a really interesting experience, because I went to a studio, a couple of guys, and it was in St. Helens, and I turned up with a song and recorded my bits, and then kind of the rest of it kind of had to leave it to those guys, and it was weird at first. It's kind of like, oh god, like, is it going to sound like me, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a positive thing, because like I got to hear someone else's take on things, and it was really good to have their feedback as well while I was recording, if you know what I mean, like just kind of tweaking certain bits. And the whole thing was completed in 2 days, which is just amazing. Like I've never had such a fast turnaround. So I don't know. Since then, I've kind of cracked on and done my own thing. I think there's good things about both ways of doing it.
And I suppose if you're doing it yourself, you can release music whenever you feel like.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Like, I've got to a point where I just want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Not too much, put too much pressure on myself, and just release. Like, not kind of get bogged down with how I'm going to release it, or just, I don't know. I can do it at my own pace, and as well, like, again, completely unsigned. So I'll just kind of, it'd be nice to release a vinyl someday. That's a dream, but yeah, maybe one day.
And when you're writing these songs, is there a particular place you draw inspiration from?
All sorts of places, really. These days it can come from anything. What's going on in life, or something I've read, or different scenarios that I can conjure up. the early songs were very much inspired by my time in Japan. There's no getting away from that. Like I said, it's kind of 10 years since the first what became Glass Ankle songs were written, and so there's a lot of like bits of Japanese in there, stolen from phrase books, and but yeah, I don't know. It can be a mixture of things, really.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be great if we could hear some more of those songs now.
Yeah, sure. I might, seeing as we were talking about Japan, I might play one of those golden oldies now. This is called "Today Is a Good Day," or "Kyo wa Ihi" in Japanese, but that is grammatically incorrect. But anyway, here goes. Feeling alright today, I might go out and play. Sun's in the sky, hooray, it's gonna be okay. Sakura season's high, I'm in a hokusai. Soaking in morning glow, feel my happiness grow. Ashitaga koko ni iru saigo no hi desu. It's nearly 8:30, and I move or I will be late. Hop on my mamachari to the place is so new to me. Yeah, ancient Takayama is the first on my agenda. Temples and galleries that are sober and KT. Ashitaga koko ni iru saigo no hi desu. Anata ni会えてとても良かったです。Hey, hey, 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 hey. Cheers, man.
So, what's your second track going to be then?
What am I playing next? I think I'll play the one that I'm working on at the moment. So why not?
Great.
It's more of a band song, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it works, acoustic. But yeah. This is called For Another Day.
Half awake and humble, fear flooded brain. For the umpteenth time now, listen again. Have we killed the dynamic, pushing too far? Splitting heads in a panic, 'cause it's too far. Run away, leave it all for another day. Run away, leave it all to just decay. Another day, leave it all. I'd rather have no say. Run away, maybe sunny climes will allay. Quivering hand, stroking the ceiling, used for a different stage, sat up every evening to watch it all unfold. Cropped images I know to conceal. Queen Cobra slithering round, rearing to sink poisonous dripping fangs. Run away, leave it all for another day. Run away, leave it all and lead yourself astray in Echo Bay. Oh, run away, leave it all for another day. Run away, leave it all to just decay. Another day, leave it all and lead yourself astray. I won't have a say. Oh,
Thank you very much.
So that was Greg from Glass Ankle. We still got a couple more tracks to come from him later on. So yeah, during lockdown, is there anything new you've been doing at all?
I bought a gym mat and started doing some regular hit because Yeah, don't know. It's easy to kind of not do any exercise. So yeah, I'm trying to be good. Is a struggle though some days. Doing a bit of running, a bit of cycling as well.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, trying to do some productive stuff as well. So yeah, that's it really. How about yourself?
Nothing particularly new. I mean, I do all the
Yeah.
things that people kind of pick up during lockdown. So I write poetry and I play guitar and
Oh
I write
yeah.
stories and stuff. So it's like it's what I can do at home anyway. So yeah, I started
Nice.
running. Normally I go swimming, so I started running again.
Yeah. Nice. Cool.
And have you
Um,
seen any good live streams of any artists that you want to mention?
um, I've watched a couple of Gary Lightbody's. Like he does songwriting sessions on
All right.
Saturdays. I've watched a couple of those. That's kind of a cool idea. So
Hmm.
basically, every Saturdays since lockdown, he's been getting he's getting on Instagram and people are helping him write songs. So first of all, they kind of chuck chords at him, and he writes down all the chords.
Right.
And then for about I don't know 50 minutes or whatever, he writes about 4 pages of lyrics, and people are just kind of writing random lyrics at him on the phones. And then he'll go away for about an hour, and then he'll come back with a finished song. So that's been quite cool to see. And then he's been playing some like old Snow Patrol.
Oh,
So yeah, the first 3 albums I used to really like. So I could put in some requests, and I was going for some of the old ones, and he did play some, so that was quite cool as well. But oh yeah, and I've seen a bit of what Usher's been doing as well
right.
on his Instagram.
Yeah, that songwriting
Yeah.
sounds really interesting. I'm
Yeah.
just writing a few songs myself, so yeah, I definitely want to check out.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really cool thing to see, and it's interesting to see how he goes about things. Whether he does that all the time, I don't know, but kind of just random thoughts, all sort of written down, and then kind of going away and piecing it all together. It's quite a
There
cool
was
way of
one
doing it.
I read about, like there's a technique and you have 4 books open and you read all 4 books and then you just jot down what you remember from those 4 books and
Ah,
that's how they made a song. I think it was
yeah,
someone quite
yeah.
famous that did that. I can't remember who, but
Mm, that sounds a good idea. Yeah, I need to try some new methods. Might make me
yeah.
more productive. That's for sure.
Sometimes you can end up writing about the same thing or the same feeling for like 5 tracks and you don't even realise
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Definitely. But I suppose if you've got a few songs like that, then with a running theme, that could be quite a good thing for an album or an
True.
EP, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah. So yeah.
And is there any plans yourself to do a live stream at all?
I don't know. I thought about it, but I'm not sure how many people would actually watch. So I don't know whether it'd be worth it. It might just to try it out. Maybe I'll do one.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
And yeah, bringing it back to Glass Ankle and the band and stuff, are there any particular artists you would say have like influenced your sound over the years? Has that changed?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has changed. I've been doing this 30-day challenge thing on Instagram as well. So you can download this picture, and it has set out 30 days. And for each of those days, you've got to think of a track. So for example, like day 1 is come up with a track that you like with a color in the name, a color in the title. And then the second day is like one with a number. And then others are kind of like, one that makes you feel happy, one that makes you feel sad. And it does sound a bit cheesy, but I've been doing it, and it's been quite chuffed with how the playlist is kind of coming about. So, but I'd say that there's a good few artists that I've chosen with that are influences. People like Elbow, Blur, Sigur Rós, and then James Blake and
Sure.
other stuff like that. Yeah. So, but it's I suppose it does kind of change quite often, really. I'm quite open to different stuff. A band that I recently got into is a Canadian band from Quebec called Men I Trust.
Right.
And I really like their sound. It's kind of very chilled, kind of woozy, dreamy, funky. Yeah, good tunes as well. They got an album called Oncle Jazz, which came out last year. So I've been listening to that quite a bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're
How about you?
planning
You been listening to anything new? Yeah.
I can't remember now. I either listen to loads of like new music or just the same artists and the same albums on repeat. So like of Monsters of Men and First Aid Kit and Frank Turner, people like that really at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got my playlist here. I could.
Yeah, I bet you get inundated with so much new music.
Yeah.
Quite cool. Yeah, my finger is definitely not on the pulse these days. So yeah.
I think my favorite thing was doing those 100 tracks of the 2010s, and then just realizing I'd have seen or interviewed all these artists with all these amazing tracks, and like as a playlist together, I really like the playlist. It's not any massive artists on, but I just love all those songs.
Yeah, definitely.
That was great, really. So like it had.
Obviously,
it had Field Manual on, and it had Izzy Walsh, and it had Helen Wolford, and Erin, and it had you guys, and it had
I was very flattered.
Heaps of artists on there that I really love. So
yeah, I thought they were brilliant, and just the way you'd kind of brought together local artists as well as the ones from further afield as well. It was nice to see like local artists, like their tunes kind of standing up in a way to what else is going on across the world. So yeah, I enjoyed them very much. Good work.
And then I get exposed to like the Mexican music these days because one of our writers, he used to write La La Land because he lived in LA. Now he's moved to Mexico, so I get sent all this weird Mexican music. So it's like cumbia and loads of stuff like that, Mexican jazz music and loads of weird bands that I never knew of really.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like this artist, like she's not Mexican, but Binks, she's a really good artist from America that I quite like.
Okay, Binks. Oh, yeah. Cool. I'll have to get on the blog and start reading some more of what you're listening to. Yeah.
So yeah, do you want to tell us about the single that's coming up to end things?
I mean, there's no official date or anything. It's just kind of when I get it finished, I will release it. So, but yeah, it was. That was it for another day. And it's more of it's less kind of, I think it's a bit more raw in a way than say other stuff I've released. It's a bit more stripped back as well.
Sure.
So yeah, and still Chica's involved as well. She's put some nice harmonies on, and yeah, hopefully people like it. It'll be nice to finally get something new out. So yeah.
Great. So what tracks are we going to end on tonight? Well, this afternoon.
So I've got two more, is that right?
Yeah.
Two more, is it? Yeah. Both of these are off the Fragments EP. This first one is called Secondary Now. If I remember how to play it. Yeah. Okay.
Born from burning vanity, playing on your insanity, drawing in the voyeurs who've gone and made you their fantasy. All the sound is secondary now. they scheme on you to show you how they want your love. Folded arms and gritted smiles, and it's over all too soon. Emptier than the room is full. Hide my eyes and flee the cold. Oh, the sound is secondary now. Oh no, as they cue a dream to show you how they want you love. Oh, oh, within doubt I'll hear you out.
Yeah, a little bit rusty on that one. Never mind.
So yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. So what are we going to end it all on?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. And so I'm going to end on the song that you included on your 100 tracks for the 2010s. Oh boy. So yes, here we go. Ready now.
Reading the book, I can't put it down. All you achieved despite your sickness, your somber tones, your pure melody, share my pensive melancholy, feeling blue, fear I'll fall if I follow you down there. Oh boy, I know how the disco nation can go. So won't you? I don't think I could ever write so eloquently. The moon and the stars, the sea and the sky. Do you see them? Now you can fly. Feeling low will not fall if I follow you down there. Oh boy, find the sweet songs give me fleeting peace of mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was from the Zoom stand with Glass Angle. Thanks everyone for tuning in for today's broadcast. Thanks, guys.